Good, bad, everything in between.
Great, grand, wonderful.
Delicious.
Yeah,
Cheers, bro.
cheers, man.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
What the heck? You put that
I
there?
didn't put that there.
What the
That
fuck?
was the most anticlimactic. I thought,
It
you notice
fucking
every
wigged me
time-
out. I thought it was dead, which it's not
It's
even real.
dead.
Yeah, it's definitely dead.
It's a spider. While Danny was we were warming up for the episode or whatever, he kept fucking like reaching for this. So I kept almost putting do you notice me almost press go on the camera that many times? Because he kept going like this. Every time you do it, I press go.
No.
Anyway,
Dude,
it didn't work.
it didn't work.
Welcome back to the Split Shift podcast, where we cut through the bullshit and the noise of the fitness industry. We are your hosts, Jamie.
Dan, welcome to the new episode. And with our friend, what do we name him? Carlos.
Alfred.
Oh, shit.
We can go a little bit international.
Alfred, Carlos, you know what? Carlos Alfred. Carlos Alfred. Welcome to the new episode. So, what are we talking about today? We've got a speed run today. So, it's for the hook.
Oh,
Are you a bit of a benderhead? Do you like festivals a little too much, but you don't want to sabotage your goals? Well, we have 6 tips for you on how to navigate the festive season because the sun is shining, the rig's coming out, the events are going to be blossoming, birthdays, Christmas, festivals, heaps, just a pub to go out with the mates on a Saturday afternoon. All that fun stuff is all coming, but you've also got your goals. How do you navigate that with your goals? Managing the festive season, it's a pretty crucial time, and 100% through, as you know, come from the coach's side, a lot of people fuck up this time of year. They throw out their goals out the window and then just go hard, and I'm just going to start again next year. And this happens every year, every fucking year.
every year.
So how do you reduce the guilt? How do you reduce that feeling of like, I'm going to start the new year with a clean slate. I'm going to build off, feel really confident in, feel confident throughout the festive season, not sabotage my goals, but still enjoy my life because that's what it's all about, right? So we got 6 points.
Was that segue for me?
No, I was
Okay. We got 6 points. We're about to start with the first, and then we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then we'll see you next week. So I think I'm kicking it off.
You are.
So how do you stay on track? No, what was the question again? How do we navigate? How do we navigate the festive season or the silly season
Yes.
without sabotaging and destroying our progress that we made? We have 2-minute timer. Put it here in the middle. My first point, 3, 2, 1. You must eliminate the all or nothing mindset. This is what we talk about very, very often, but particularly important for this next period because the problem isn't typically that one event. It isn't typically that one dinner. It isn't typically that fucking bottomless brunch you're having with your friends. The problem is typically that you have that event and then you're like, fuck the rest of that week. Fuck the rest of that week. I'm hungover Sunday. Oh no, I've got no meal prep for Monday now. I'm going to work, or I might be off work, but I'm catching up with friends on Wednesday. So you may as well just fucking write the week off and start again January. That's where you'll come into contact with your results being fucked forever. All right, not forever, just until the next time you decide to cut. But then you end up jumping on the next diet, you jump on the next training program and start again all over again.
All over again.
For a fucking 5th, 6th, 7th time. So it's important that you eliminate the all or nothing mindset. It is okay to have your event. It is okay to get in there, enjoy it, make the most of that memory. You don't need to write the fucking week off. That event does not dictate the rest of your week or the rest of your month or even the rest of that day a lot of the time. If you're having a lunch event, it does not mean that you need to write off the rest of that day. Get back to what you were doing before. Have that balance so that you are actually, still even attempting to make progress and knowing that the events may just bring you back to maintenance, may bring you back to level, and that's totally fine. But if you are writing off that event, or writing off the week after that event, let's say the event, you eat 2,000 calories over your maintenance calories for that one event. All right, that's a decent amount of calories. That's a fuckload of calories, actually. You went pretty hard. That's fine, though. That's not going to even be a blip on the scales long term unless the next day is 1,000 calories over and the next day is 1,500 calories over. That's when the kilos start coming on. So do not write your week off just because you have that event. Make sure you're there, make sure you're present, make sure you're enjoying it properly. You don't need to be a full fuckwit, but make sure you're just getting back to your bullshit either the next meal or the next day.
Love it. Crack a start. Crack a start. I agree with that. It's going to be a pretty hard one because we, of course, as always, we're going to have very similar points, but it's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. Is that what they say?
I think that's a fucked up saying.
I think it's a really fucked up saying.
That's very fucked up.
It's like flogging the fucking wagon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or riding the horse.
I'm not going to flog my wagon today.
Yeah.
Are you going to skin your cat today?
Probably not. My point.
Why do both of those things sound so disgusting when we have it in this context? I'm just sitting here in my fucking living room.
You skin your cat.
You fucking skin that cat. Let me watch.
You flog that fucking horse.
Video
Dirty
sent it to me. Let me watch. Anyway,
it's just us two in this house. So this is all good. My point. So basically, off following exactly what Jimbo said, absolutely, it is 100% important to eliminate that all or nothing mindset. And what you said really well is don't focus so much on having to control the event itself. It's always going to be suboptimal for your goals. It's always not going to forfeit. It's always not going to be beneficial. If you want to go for drinking with your mates, you want to go on these festive events, anything like that, it's all suboptimal. It's not great for your goals, but it's also, you got to live, you got to enjoy your life because that's what it's all about in terms of sustainability. Now, the thing is that we don't want to centralize and focus and be super focused on the event. How do I control this the best I can? Do I need to track this, track that, or all those type of things? In my opinion, focus around the event itself. Plan ahead. Planning is a skill. Planning takes time, and you also want to learn that, and you can carry that further into the festive or the silly season. Is planning your when the event and what you're preemptively going to do before, a little bit before the event, leading up to it. Most importantly, what Jimbo says, after. So having some strategies, have your plan B options, or have food prepped up for your, in your fridge. So on Sunday, you don't get the Uber Eats at KFC. You just go get your food right there, go back to normal. You're going to have a contingent plan by going for a walk the next day. The biggest thing that fucks people up the most is they snowball it into days after, weeks after, and they can't seem to get back on the wagon. Okay, you need to get the cogs turning again. So you need to think about, how do I navigate around it? So not too much around the event itself. The damage is done. What you're thinking about is damage control. Just mitigating it as much as you can. And exactly right what Jimbo said. It's just a blip in the grand scheme of it all. If you look back a year or two from now, you'd be like, I don't fucking care what I ate on that festive day or how many drinks I had. Doesn't matter. But what we do remember is the guilt. Focus on that, we reduce the guilt.
Boom. No guilt. Every time I look at that, I just think about you shitting yourself a little bit. It was such an underwhelming scare as well. You're like, I
can just saw. I was like, dude, well, in context, this house isn't really a shithole at all. It's actually quite nice. Oh, if I saw there was a spider there, you know what I mean? It's so out of the ordinary. It just it looks fucking fake, man.
Do you reckon it does?
Yeah, massively.
I've had some big scares at the gym today.
Is that what
I've been putting that to work.
Is that what you put in?
That's what I've been doing to people, yeah.
Nice.
Look. Big scares.
Nice.
All right, next point. Very valid.
We're popping
Very
off.
appropriate. All right. Next point, what you need to do is make sure you have no more buffet or scarcity mindset. Eliminate the buffet mindset. Eliminate that scarcity mindset. This is another massive thing that I'm definitely guilty of. I'm fucking 100% guilty of. Danny's definitely guilty of. Majority of my clients are definitely guilty of. Most people I know are fucking guilty of, but with proper practice, you can actually learn to eliminate this. The buffet mindset, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You go to the house party or whatever it is, you see the table of fucking meat pies, sausage rolls, little fucking cocktail frankfurts, the fucking lolly bar, the chips, you're like, just the one more. And before you know it, you've brought the conversation over to the table. You've said, now come over here, chat with me, and you're fucking there just gorging yourself because you feel like you haven't fucking eaten in 3 years for whatever reason because it's the first time you've seen food. Fucking wild, but we all do it. Eliminate the buffet mindset. You going there and having a fucking meat pie and a sausage roll, no big deal. You going there and having a fucking 12-pack of meat pies, a bag of fucking twisty Twizzlers, or what the fuck your favorite fucking things are.
Raspberry Twists.
Raspberry Twists. That's where the problem lies.
Guilty.
You know, those 500, 600 calories turn into fucking 4,000, 5,000 calories, you know? Eliminating that buffet mindset, understanding that there will be another event, there will be another chance to eat fucking chips again. You do not need to gorge yourself right now and have all of the fucking table contents inside your small intestine all at once. All right, so go in there, go for a taste. Actually, try this. Taste it, don't fucking stuff your face with it. Go for the taste. I wonder what that tastes like. That tastes nice. There we go. I'm gonna go have my fucking actual dinner now. That's enough. 7 seconds. Eliminate the buffet mindset. Eliminate that scarcity mindset. There's always going to be fucking food. You're not going to go starving, okay? You're not going to go hungry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Why do you think I'm so happy, man? Fucking love
the little raspberry twisters.
Love a good fucking dude. Those raspberry lives. I think you know, man. There is, okay, for a bit of context, there is those raspberry twists are my favorite lolly. But if you go one level deeper than that, there is those Lifesaver raspberry fucking sherbet things.
That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's like a staple that I had at the snow. Anyway, if I chop up a reel, I'll fucking, you'll see it. Anyway, look it up. Trust me, Lifesaver twists, something like that. It's got sherbet in it. Unreal for all occasions. But buffet mindset, fully agree. Don't fuck around with that. Okay, my one. Zoom out and focus on your average. Focus on your routine and your systems that you can show up to consistently at this certain time period. One meal, eating one bad meal or missing a gym session just because of these festive events is not going to kill your gains. Again, what we're looking to do here is to create a manageable system that's going to work during this festive season so you can keep showing up. Okay, you still have those foundations. You can still move the needle. If we're beating ourselves up, or if we're setting the bar too high, we're adding overwhelming pressure, you start to resent this part of your life. You know, you're either choosing, I have to pick this or this. No, you pick this and this. You just have to work with it. You're putting your energy into more social, festive events. If that's what you choose to do, that's completely fine. Are you going to get less results? Yeah, absolutely. That's the reality of it, right? But you're also here to make good memories, here to enjoy your life and live what, like as mentioned before, great good memories, right? But that doesn't mean we need to sacrifice what you're doing in your fitness and health space. So the way we look to do this is work on building your average. What can you continually show up to? If you miss, like I said, if you have one bad meal, if you miss a gym session, that's fine. It happens. Look to reroute. How you can make sure you get it in the next week. It's always a great learning way to learn and build off it. But you want to make sure that you're like something that you can adhere to and be honest with yourself to say, I can do this 100% of the time. I can do this no matter what while managing this. And when things start to wrap up, things start to finish up, or maybe you don't have an event on that week, you can go back to normal. You can do what you were normally doing before. But as long as you're honest with yourself, as long as you're real with the situation, you're going to reduce a lot of that guilt. You're going to feel less bad. You're going to feel a lot more excited to have fitness and health as a vehicle, and especially to enhance the stuff that you enjoy during this time period. And ultimately, you're not going to feel shit. So just improve your average over time.
Fucking yeah.
Yeah, definitely it goes based off 100% off the all or nothing, right? Average is literally the opposite of that,
100%. Yeah, we could probably wrap it all up with fucking all or nothing, like for the most part.
All or nothing is pretty much the
make progress in some direction, which is going to be my next point, more or less. I'm changing this last point a little bit of mine, only slightly. So what I said was, over this period, make real physical progress goals. And what I meant by that is just because the food and the drinks are going to be happening doesn't mean you can't make progress in the gym. Doesn't mean you can't become fitter, faster, being active in a way that you're actually making progress. Like you're actually pushing it. Start running, taking up a sport, doing something where you're actually moving, because your goal here needs to be still ticking wins. As long as you're ticking wins in some direction in this area of your life, you're going to have a much more positive relationship with this area. It's when you feel like you're losing, that's when people get into that all or nothing mindset. It's got to be perfect. Oh, I'm a loser anyway, so fuck it all. Make sure you're making progress in some way, right? Don't just put it on pause for this period. Be like, all right, cool. I'm going to be getting blackout drunk on the weekend. I've already accepted it. I'm getting the fucking halal snack pack after I go out. And for breakfast, you know what? I'm fucking going out with my friends. We're getting greasy ass burgers, whatever. Make some physical progress. Go for that big hike and go for a better time. Go to the gym and see if you can get a record amount of gym sessions. Do some fucking wild shit just to fucking make you feel like you're winning in this area, Just because you are overeating or eating more than you were before, that does not mean you can't make progress elsewhere. And then what I want to add to that is changing what you're considering wins. So it doesn't just need to be wins on the scales, or like we talk about quite often, you having a lifestyle where you can have this flexibility and somewhat maintain your physical form over that period. That's a fucking brilliant goal, because the majority of people can't do that. Majority of people can lock in for 6 to 8 to 12 weeks, but as soon as shit hits the fan, they're fucked. So you achieving a goal being, I'm actually still making progress, or I'm actually still, this is still part of my life during this crazy, silly season. That's a goal in itself, and that's something that you should be very, very proud of.
Facts. Wins, man. Wins are everything. So fucking underrated, and we do not hype ourselves up enough. And I love how you reframe the wins to actually make it relevant to something that's actually quite hard to do. Because again, people can fucking make awesome results in a challenge because they fucking dial in, they put all their focus in this one thing. But to be able to balance it is not easy for a lot of people.
It's tough.
Especially if you have a history of not being able to do it. So you being able to overcome it, maybe that first time, or after consecutive years doing this thing, I'm living this life as my ideal self. A person gets to enjoy these things, but also has a pursuit of bettering themselves in their fitness and health space. You're fucking winning. Do that for 15 years. You will a completely different person.
Massively.
Yeah.
So we talk about you only being as good as your bad days necessarily. That doesn't mean bad days. It also means bad months, bad periods. Like if you're good period, like let's say it's January through to March, you're fucking great. Middle of the year, you come down here a little bit. But once Christmas is coming, you're fucking down at the floor. Let's not just work on how good your January and February are. Let's start working on how good your December is. It doesn't need to be fucking amazing. It can just be like a bit shit. If you can go from fucking like, I'm doing nothing, this is totally fucking horrible, I'm just a piece of shit, I don't even care about my health and fitness at all, to, like it's pretty shit, but like it's pretty good. It's not too bad. That's a fucking massive win. And every year trying to level that up a little bit,
Just improving the average.
Exactly right.
Improving the average, yeah. Well,
lucky fucking last.
We've
also done 0 moves on this chessboard.
Or 2.
We also never know whose move it is. At the start of every episode, can never remember.
Yeah, I'm just going to go to my point.
We can look, and I cut it out of the last episode as well. I cut that outro out because we ended up playing for like another, I swear, 3 minutes at least.
Good 3 minutes.
Episode. Yeah.
It was just like us pondering and just be like, I'm just groaning in the fucking mic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, what's my next move?
Because we were going to speed it up, but I decided just to cut it in general.
Just didn't do it. Anyway, my last point, following off, Jimbo, exactly, I agree with that side of it. It was awesome. Create an active festive season or an active silly season. Now, this aligns more back to what kind of person who you want to be and having more of an active lifestyle. Now, do you have to have these social events at the pub all the time? You can play tennis with your mates. You can go for a walk. You can go for a hike with each other, like similar to what Jimbo said. It doesn't have to centralize around fully sabotaging your goal. So you can start to bring people into your circle to be able to, get each other involved into more of an active event. Beach volleyball, you can play spike ball at the beach, like whatever it may be. It doesn't necessarily have to be just the pub all the time, or it has to be all these festival events every single weekend. You can change it up a bit. So when you're looking at it from the lens of being this active person who wants to have an active festive season, you're still keeping that identity in mind to say, I am this person. You know, I'm not a person that's just going to blow out at the end of the year and just go all into the events and I'm just going to leave my fitness and health space out of it. No, I'm still that active person. I'm going to make sure I'm going to honor that. So how do I do that? Do the stuff that's be more active in. Now, this is also really good of setting stronger boundaries as well. You can start to pick your poison a lot better on which events do you want to go harder on. You don't necessarily have to go hard on every single event, you know, because you are still thinking about, no, I would love to at my Christmas or when I have a festival on or my mate's birthday for sure. But I'm still an active person. I'm still a person that really values their health. That is who I am. So you get to pick your poison to say, well, maybe this weekend to go to the pub and just go for, you know, drinks and I'm just getting fucking like silly on a Saturday for no reason. Probably is just not really what you value, and that's completely fine. You get to really set that line in the sand and say, this is where it's worth it, this is where it isn't. So you create more of an active, honoring that active person.
100%. I like the picking your events too. I feel like we spoke about this last year.
Yeah.
I got a massive deja vu when we were talking about that because it's fucking true. We have so many events on. Realistically, if you hate your colleagues at work or you're not like besties with them, why waste so many calories to spend time with them? Yes, you want to drown out their bullshit with copious amounts of Prosecco, and that will probably help, but also maybe just call in sick. Like, you know, you're allowed to lie a little bit. Bend the truth, I say. You don't have to go. Or if you do go, just go for a couple of hours and just boost.
Drive. Yeah.
Or drive. Yes. Just make up something. Like, it's fine. It's not a big deal. But yeah, exactly right. When there is somebody that you care about or people that you really do want to hang out with or something that's very valuable to you, you want to be fully immersed in that. And you don't want to have that guilt of like, oh, I've just been doing this every fucking weekend. It's another fucking weekend. Because it does become that all or nothing mindset where it's like you're all in on these events. So that means you need to go super hard at them, eat all the food, drink all the drink, pick your events. And when you're there, eliminate the buffet mindset and then just get back on your bullshit the next day.
Exactly.
If you can do that, you're fucking pretty much good.
And also with when it becomes like you have that active person way of thinking or that, you know, you are that person that lives a healthy lifestyle, that's your identity. You also get to align that with your value. Like when you do have events and you say, oh, what if my rubber arm does bend a bit? What if I really can't help it? Or I'm a little socially anxious and I do need to drink so I can socialize with people at events like that. Relate the active person to something that, again, we talk about it all the time, back to what you value. So how can you make that part of your life more valuable where you don't have to resort to not the default, but like to the things like the fail safe, you know, things like, which is like the rubber armbands, or I might just drink just so I can deal with the social setting and or whatever it may be. Relate it back to value. You know, if you value you just feeling good in general, feeling good on a Sunday, probably don't have to drink. You value mental health. Drinking, partying, all that type of stuff, that can obviously make you feel tired, gross, and all that type of shit. Can fuck with your mental health a little bit. Guilt fucks with your mental health. Like all these things you relate. If you value performance, partying is going to fuck you with your performance. Like this is just all things. These aren't great things for goals, but it is part of what humans are about. So if you relate it back to what do you actually give a fuck about, then you probably will pick that over than the events that you probably just don't give a fuck about. And then when you do, you want to go hard on because it's worth it to you. It's worth it to you. Live your life.
Another point, this is my point 4, your circle of influence is going to be massive. That your circle will be huge. So when you see everybody else getting buckwood blind drunk, it's going to be really tough to not do that. But what you could also do, I just thought of this just now, find some other circles or find another friend group or link up with another friend and make a commitment with them in the morning. The next morning, make a commitment with that friend to go for a walk or go for a swim or go for whatever. And you must go link up with them because you don't want to let them down. So if your big thing is like, oh, you know, everybody's doing it, I don't want to fucking look like that idiot, you know, I don't want to look like a loser, you know, because all my friends again, blah, 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 but I don't really want to, but I feel like I should, but I don't really want to. Find somebody else that you actually care about and make a plan with them in the morning. If you can do that, then you're not letting them down. You would be letting that other person down, though. And if you can do that on all the events that you don't really care about, I reckon you'd be in for a winner because that would definitely work for me.
Yeah, that'll work for me as well. I love an accountability buddy. Like in that sense where you have like you have something forward in time. I think if you leave something out into the open, like after a big event, you're just leaving yourself into falling to the path of least resistance.
Massive.
Like if you leave the Sunday book free after you know you're gonna drink on the
Oh
Saturday.
man, you're getting so drunk.
I'm fucking getting blind. I'm getting my Uber Eats. I'm getting my kebab at 3 a.m. I'm probably going to go to kick-ons, and all that shit because I have no obligation the next day.
Literally.
The fuck else am I going to do?
Must book something. It's not even in the question now. This is number 1 point. I'm serious. Book something on the Sunday.
Book something on the Sunday.
Because we're all fucking human and you will definitely get blind drunk and eat all the food and write the rest of the week off.
It's massively.
Book something on Sundays. That's the end of the episode. We could probably cut out the first 26 minutes already.
Yeah, that's only one you need, literally.
The way to make it through the silly season, book something on Sundays.
Sundays, baby. Get an accountability buddy.
Book yourself in to something that doesn't involve Netflix.
And that's the episode.
That's pretty much it.
And that's it.
That's it.
Do these 7, 8 things. We have 6 points, but we just tipped, do a couple extra in there for you. Bonus. You're welcome.
Well, we had 6 tips and we added our 2 tips as well.
Well, we had... Where is he?
Oh yeah, old Alfie.
Alfie had
Carlos.
Alfie Carlos had a few extra tips there too. I'm not going to count that. That was the episode. I hope you enjoyed. Did you get any value out of this? Did you think, and you're like, whoa, I was a little bit nervous to manage the festive season, but now I feel a little bit more confident. Let us know. Write a comment or if you're on YouTube, write a comment, like and subscribe as always. If you're on Spotify, leave a comment on there as well. Leave us a 5 stars. The support is everything to us. We've been doing this for a while now and we are running out of shit to talk about. So send through your fucking questions through and we'll happily answer them, especially this time of year because it's a fun year. So we want to make sure that you're going to get the absolute most out of your fitness and health goals and not feel guilty about it, especially this time of year.
100%.
Capiche?
Love your work, crew, family,
Squad
friends.
Squad fam.
We'll see you next week.